All right, guys. If you would, we're going to turn let's see, that's 311 and 313. All right, if you guys would please turn in your textbooks over to page 312. You would please turn in your textbooks over to page 312. All right, so we're going to look at some of rational number problems. So what you can use what you know, or you can use what you know about adding and subtracting positive and negative integers to solve problems with rational numbers. We were told yesterday Katrina was just $23.75 below her fundraising goal. Okay, she got a check today for $12.33 to put towards the fundraiser. Describe Katrina's progress towards the goal. Okay, so you can model the situation using addition. I am told that our 2375, it is currently below my goal, which means this number to me is going to be a negative number. Okay, then I've got a check, so I received money that was $12.33. So that's a positive balance to me right now. Okay, so I start off with a negative balance, and now I'm adding a certain amount to get towards my goal. Okay, so Katrina will still be below her goal because negative 23.75 plus a positive 12.33 is still going to be less than zero. And we can sit here and use a number line to help determine this. Okay, so we're going to pretend our goal is here right at zero. Okay, I am told from the problem that Katrina is 23.75 below her goal. Okay, so if my goal is right here at zero, I need to go into the negatives 23.75. Okay, then when she received a check, that brought her $12.33 closer to her goal. Okay, so we go into the negatives. Now we're adding 12.33, which it's still going to get us a negative sum. Okay, so I have a negative 23.75 and a plus a positive 12.33. When I see two different sums together, or two different signs, when I see two different signs, okay, when presented with opposite signs, we subtract and take value of larger. Okay, so in other words, I see a negative and I see a positive. So I'm going to subtract the two. So 2375 minus 12.33. 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 3, 4, 5, 6, is 4. Bring down my decimal. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. So I have $11.42. Then I'm taking the value of the larger. Well, the larger number, okay, the value of the larger number was negative to give me a negative balance of $11.42. Okay, $11.42. All right, let's look at 4A, and we're going to use a number line to help us look at 4A. Okay, so the table shows the freezing points of some of the elements in the periodic table. Patricia and Elliot are trying to figure out how much the temperature would have to increase from the freezing point of hydrogen to the freezing point of phosphorus. All right, so I have hydrogen right here, and then I have phosphorus down here. Patricia says the temperature would have to increase 545.7 degrees, and Elliot says the temperature would have to increase 322.3 degrees. Who is correct? Okay, let's start off by drawing ourselves a number line. Okay, let's locate 0. And we're going to plot these 2 points on the number line because visually it's going to help us to see. Okay, so hydrogen is at negative 434. So I'm going to go into the negatives, which means I'm going to go left on my number line of negative 434. This is hydrogen. And then for phosphorus, I'm at positive 111.7. So I'm going to go to the right on my number line for 111.7. And this is for phosphorus. Okay. So my goal here is to get from hydrogen and jump all the way to phosphorus. Okay. So that means I have to get from hydrogen from the negative to 0, and then from 0 to the positive 111.7. So I've got to find a number that I can add 434 by negative to get all the way up to here. Well, let's break it up. If I go from hydrogen to 0, how do I get from negative 434 to 0? I'm going to add 434. Okay, because I'm 434 jumps away from hydrogen and 0. Now I need to jump from 0 all the way to 111.7. And how many jumps do I make to get here? I make 111.7 jumps. So in all, I need to add these two numbers up together to see how many jumps do I make in all. 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. And in all, I increase from hydrogen to phosphorus 545.7 degrees, making Patricia correct. Okay, making Patricia correct. All right, let's try two more. All right, let's take a look at number 5. Okay, number 5. So number 5 states this. A drilling crew dug a height of negative 45 1/4 feet during their first day. Okay, so we're going to draw ourselves a number line here. So on the first day, I drilled negative 45 1/4 feet. Okay. On the second day, the crew dug down 9 1/3 more feet than they did on the first day. Okay. So on the first day, I dug this. On the second day, it's going to say I'm digging 9 1/3 more than I did on the first day. So I'm going to take and dig the same amount that I did on the first day, plus a little bit more, because I'm digging another 9 1/3 feet more on the second day. So this, let me change colors here. This is my first day. And this is my second day. So I'm asked to describe the height of the bottom of the hole after the second day. Okay, so I need to add up both my feet for the first day and then all of my feet for the second day. So I'm going to have negative 45 1/4 plus negative 45 1/4 plus negative 9 1/3. Now, why is this 9 1/3 still negative? Because I'm digging below the surface. I'm still going deeper and deeper and deeper into my hole. Okay. All right. So one of the tricks to adding fractions, okay, is I'm going to pull out all of my whole numbers first. So negative 45 plus negative 45 plus negative 9. Okay. I start at negative 45. Okay, you can start here at 0 if you wanted. You go down negative 45, then down negative 45, then down negative 9. I'm going to continue going into the negative. So I'm going to add up all three of these numbers here. So 45, 45, and 9. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 9 more is 19. 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. So I have 99. So my whole numbers are equivalent to negative 99. And now I need to add up my fractions. So I need to do 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/3. I can add fractions that have the same common denominator. So 1/4 plus 1/4 is equal to 2/4 plus 1/3. Okay. When adding fractions, you have to have the same common denominator. So it means I need to find the multiples of 3 and the multiples of 4. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 4, 8, 12, 16. And the number that is the least common multiple is 12. So in order to get 4 to 12, I want to multiply both the top and bottom by 3. And I'm going to do the same thing to 3. I have to multiply both the top and bottom by 4. Well, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 4 times 1 is 4. Over 3 times 4 is 12. And when adding, I'm just going to add the top 2 to get me 10/12. Okay. Now, before I add my fraction back to my whole number, I'm going to simplify my fraction. It looks like I can simplify it by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 12 divided by 2 is 6. To give my whole a grand total of negative 99 and 5/6 feet deep. Okay. All I did was pull out the whole numbers first, add the whole numbers first, then I added my fractions together to get 5/6, and I combined the two together. Let's try one more, number 7. So Ben purchased lunch today at the cafeteria for $2.75. Before today, Ben owed $9.15 on his lunch account. What is the status of his lunch account? Okay. So let's say right here our balance is 0. Okay. Before today, Ben owed $9.15. So I owe negative $9.15. Okay, that's my balance on my account before today. During today, I purchased lunch for $2.75. So that means I had to spend more money. So I spent $2.75. Okay, I spent $2.75. So that means I'm going further into the negatives. And I want to know, what is my ending balance now? How far away am I from 0? So I need to add my two numbers together. So add my original balance plus my new lunch total. 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 1 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. Bring down the decimal. 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay. And since I went further into the negatives, my answer is still going to be negative $11.90. That is his new ending balance. If you guys have any questions on that, please let us know.